The new $7.7 billion UFC broadcast deal with Paramount is exciting for the fans but a bit worrisome for the fighters. The new deal will usher in a new era where the UFC will bid farewell to the traditional PPV model. And people will be able to view all the content that the promotion has to offer for under a couple of $100s. On the other hand, there are concerns that fighters' payouts could take a significant hit. However, it appears that there is nothing to worry about regarding Dana White and Company's new deal, according to Team Khabib manager Ali Abdelaziz. The famous MMA manager claimed there is more to gain for the fighters than to lose when the new deal comes into effect. Abdelaziz even made a comparison between Conor McGregor and the rest of the fighters on the roster to explain why the PPV model is dead. Recently, UFC GOAT contender Georges St. Pierre expressed his worries about the end of the PPV model. Why? Well, that's because he believes the lack of PPV points could significantly remove the leverage fighters had when it came to making money. But Team Khabib's manager claims that the fighters should be excited because the Paramount deal will see the promotion bringing in more sponsors, which, for top champions like Ilia Topuria and Khamzat Chimaev, who are only focused on making money, will make a lot more from 2026 onwards. I think it's the best thing for the fighters. I think no PPV, especially for champions, people are going to make a lot more money. A lot more opportunities, Ali Abdelaziz told Submission Radio during a recent interview. You're going to be on open TV. And just CBS. The UFC will reach millions and millions of homes, more sponsors. I think everybody's going to make a lot more money now. Everybody should be excited. He then turned his attention to those who've criticized the new UFC TV deal, claiming that there's going to be more money coming in as revenue. He had a question for the naysayers. I know some people come out, and they said it's not good for the fighters. How are you going to tell me this is not good for the fighter? And the UFC is going to make almost double the money they're making. You don't think they're going to throw the fighters? It was then that Ali Abdelaziz got real about the whole PPV situation. In fact, he claims that despite the many stars in the promotion, no one has made quite the impact like Conor McGregor, which he can still do today. Let's take a look. When it comes to the PPV model, Ali Abdelaziz seemed glad that it was over. That's because things have changed in the last few decades, with pirated streams and other methods available for fans on the internet. He claims that managers are there to look out for the fighters, and he's doing and making sure that they get what they deserve. And this new billion-dollar deal will also ensure that. Besides, Abdelaziz claims that there has been only one fighter who's been able to make an impact when it comes to PPV buys, and that's Conor McGregor, the biggest star in the entire sport. If we're not getting our fighters more money, we should not be managers. Some of these guys gain better deals, better contracts, and I think it's better for everyone, Team Khabib's manager added. UFC, right now has no PPV star outside of Conor McGregor. Nobody can hit 1 million buys. When you hit 1 million buys, that's when you start making a lot more money. Well, he said it. Things will be getting better for the fighters when the UFC's new TV deal comes into effect. There will be certain events that will simulcast on the CBS network. But are you convinced by Ali Abdelaziz's explanation? Drop your comments below.